Hi, this is Meredith Keller with Couples Therapy Center of New Jersey. Loneliness and grief, the seldom mentioned feelings of the holiday season. We don't often talk about these feelings around this time of year because we are bombarded with messages that we should be happy and joyful and spending time with family and friends, socializing, partying, celebrating. The reality is there are some people who do feel loneliness and grief during this time of year. And advertising can send us a message that we shouldn't be feeling that way, and can leave us feeling inadequate, as if there's something wrong with us. I'm speaking today to those of you who do sometimes feel loneliness and grief, and rather than doing ways of coping with those feelings that are not helpful, I'm going to be sharing with you today how to cope with those feelings in a helpful, productive way. So oftentimes, an unhelpful way that we deal with feelings is by trying to push them down and avoid them and not feel them. We might try to do that around this time of year by overindulging somehow. Could be overspending, overbuying, getting ourselves into debt, overeating. There's so much good food and drink around. It can be easy to overeat, overdrink, overindulge. Problem with these ways is, although they temporarily relieve us from the feelings are still inside of us somewhere, and they're clamoring to get out, and they're going to show up in some way. Let me tell you some ways to deal with them in a healthy way. First of all human beings feel lonely and grief at times. It's part of the normal human experience. So I would encourage you to allow yourself to feel these emotions when they show up. A second way is to connect with people. When we're hurting, part of what we need is connection with another human being. And I'm going to give you 3 ideas for how to do that around this time of year. One has to do with reaching out to someone you've been thinking about, someone you're fond of, maybe someone in your family or a longtime friend, just to communicate with writing that you're thinking about them, that you care for them, you hope that they're well. Reaching out through writing by sending cards can be a beautiful way that we express our caring towards someone else. The second idea is volunteering. You can either volunteer your time, or you could volunteer a special talent or skill that you have. What are your strengths? What are you good at? Chances are there's an opportunity in your community for you to be able to give to the community through volunteer. Third idea is reaching out to someone to get together with them, where maybe you invite them to your place, or you invite them to do something together that you both might enjoy. Could be something very simple and low cost. The point is that you are reaching out to connect with another person. Now, here's the key for people who are feeling lonely and grieving and sad. You can feel unmotivated to do this and think, well, I just don't really feel it in my heart. I'm just not sure. I want you to do it anyway. Things are going to change in your life when you do things differently. Even if you don't feel it, you can still write someone a card. You can still call them up and see if they want to get together. You can still volunteer your time. Chances are, once you're into it, once you're there, and you feel that bond, and maybe you share some laughs, or you feel understood, or you catch up with someone, that those feelings of loneliness and grief will subside. The blog that's connected with this content is called Loneliness and Grief, the Seldom Mentioned Feelings of the Holiday Season. Go to my blog and read more about how to feel your feelings, how to connect with others, and how to connect with others with your true self, to allow who you really are to show up so that you have genuine, full relationships with others. I am delighted that you could be here. This is Meredith Keller with Couples Therapy Center of New Jersey, signing off. Goodbye for now.